On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about showing up when you're feeling overwhelmed. I'm actually away with work right now. I'm juggling exams, travel, and just life. Honestly, I've been really overwhelmed. Today, I want to talk about something that's really real to me and how I keep showing up for myself when my head is full. I want to start off by saying I've probably had one of the worst weeks that I've ever experienced in my life, emotionally overwhelming. First of all, I want to say that I've just recorded my podcast for 40 minutes and it didn't save. So here we are again, trying again. So I'm hoping that this podcast goes through. So that's one challenge in itself on top of everything else that's been happening. This is really raw. This is me. This is being honest. And I just felt like I wanted to share in this podcast that life is really cruel sometimes and unfair, and all the will in the world. We have structure, organization goes out the window. And I'm, as you know, a real structured person. I like to structure my weeks ahead with my meal planning and my training and my life in general, because I just feel that being consistent and structure works, like we've discussed. However, when something happens and a curveball is thrown, everything goes out of the window. I've had a really messy week. It started off, I actually had a week off, which I thought, great, I'll get some jobs done at home. And then I booked like a 4-day break away with my hubby just to have a bit of R&R and chill downtime from busy schedules, work, etc. So the week started off fine. I got all of my jobs done at home that I wanted to. So that was a big tick, which I felt really fulfilled and great. Then I had 4 days away, and obviously when I go on my holidays, I don't structure food prep. I just wanted to go away, enjoy myself, eat, drink, do whatever I wanted, because the rest of my life is so structured that when I go on holidays, it's downtime. So off we went. But unfortunately, we're only away for 4 days. But while we were away, I had some very sad news from home in the UK that we had a passing of a family member, which has completely thrown us and completely out of the blue. And when something happens very suddenly like that, it throws you and you completely go out of sync and things become very messy and emotional. So this week has been very emotional, physically and mentally for me, just to try and get through day to day. I feel, and if anyone else is in situations where something's happened to you this week, which is not great, that feeling that you get of feeling like things are failing and crumbling around is a natural feeling, because you're overwhelmed. Your body is overwhelmed. You don't know what to think, what to do. I need to go back to the UK to be with my family. However, I do still have a family here and work and structure. And yes, I know family is everything and important, and I am there every single day for them. But trying to structure and organize what's going to happen over the next week has been challenging, to say the least. I feel that giving yourself time, and I just really want to talk about how I've been dealing with this week, actually, because I talk a lot about in my podcasts about structures and food prep and how to stay strong and without fatigue and all of the rest. And I've never obviously spoken about being overwhelmed and when something is happening to you, and how we cope. So this is a real raw life, what's happening right now in my life. And I feel that I wanted to share with you for those people also that are going through something similar, and how I am coping and every day, and what I have put in place to help myself. Uh, Obviously, I was going to reset when I come back from my time away, but that's not happened this week. Everything has literally gone to shit. I haven't done any food prepping. I've trained once this week. I have exams in a different state that I'm currently at right now. I'm going to be doing an exam today, and there's so much going on. But obviously, I have this situation over back in the UK that is playing very heavily emotionally on my mind also, because I need to be there for my family. So what have I done this week? I have controlled what I can control, and I have broke it right down to daily. Doing what I can daily is what I am doing in survival mode. So although the planning is not there, I still have some kind of consistency and structure. And when I say consistency, structure, I don't mean, like I say, I haven't planned ahead for food. I haven't even thought about food prepping. But what I have thought about is what I can do in the moment and what with the resources I have to hand. So I've been living day to day, to be honest with you. And I've been planning every day what I'm doing, where I'm flying to with work, and what my current situation is, and what resources do I have. So for an example, I am away. I flew up yesterday. I've stayed overnight, and I'm here all day doing exams and fly home tomorrow. So I've literally planned just for that trip. So yes, I went to Coles supermarket, and I followed what I feel is important, is finding my protein, which is important to keep my energy levels up and keep me moving, and wholesome foods, just not picking on lollies, chips, anything that I can get my hands off. I've made sure that I have structured meals. It's not perfect, nowhere near perfect, but it's structured. And I've organized my breakfast for this morning that I bought. I've got a lunch and I've got an evening meal. And I literally have grabbed, for lunch, I have a salad with tuna. And then for evening meal, I've got a, Muscle Chef meal that, I will heat up on the way home. And for me, that is making sure that I'm keeping my energy levels up, because I still need to be that leader, and you still need to be strong for work. I still need to be strong and that leader for my family at home. And I also need to be strong for my extended family in the UK. So for me, yes, things are not structured and going great, but I'm structured in other ways to ensuring I'm keeping myself well and hydrated, fed well. The training side of things has been a flop this week. I've trained once and that's it, but that's okay, because I've been doing other things. I went out for a walk this morning, and yesterday when I got here, I went out for a walk. So I've been doing things for myself, and it's not all about going to the gym. I think at the moment, when you're in an emotional state, it's all about your mind and keeping that healthy. So just going off walking. I've been listening to music, podcasts, having time for myself to be able to be kind to myself and keep myself grounded, keeping things as normal as I can, because everything's up in the air at the moment. My first initial reaction was to jump on a plane and go straight back to the UK. But by taking it day to day and thinking about it, I still have my family and my work here to organize. And I knew that I had an exam coming up. I could have called in and gone sick or just come off my exam. But I feel it's important to keep some kind of consistency going, because it's a distraction. in my mind, because at the moment I can't just leave and go over because I don't have any set dates or anything. I need to be there to help with arrangements, but I feel I need to go at the right time. So whenever that may be, this week, next week, I'm not sure. But all I can do is control what I can, my end, to keep myself strong and emotionally, because I'm going to be needed when I'm there. I'm going to be needed there to be strong for my family. And I have responsibilities, obviously. Yes, it's a challenging time. I'm not going to lie. And sitting here doing a podcast, you know, I could have quite easily left that either as well. And it crossed my mind, because sometimes you think you just want time and, where you just go into a state of being so overwhelmed. I don't know whether any of you have thought this. When something so much is going on and you're overwhelmed, you kind of give up on everything and you don't do anything. We give up on looking after ourselves because we're so emotionally worried and stressed, and we're focusing so much on that we're not actually focusing on what we can control. So I think committing to yourself and showing up for yourself every day, doing something small for yourself, and it might just mean going out, taking yourself out for a coffee, is really important. And I find that's really been helping me as well. So like having a little bit of structure and planning day to day has really, really helped me like sit back and actually make decisions, because like I said to you, my initial reaction was to jump on a plane, go straight back. And that's not always the right thing to do straight away. So by looking after myself, I've been able to simplify my decision making by sitting back and looking at the bigger picture and looking at where I would be most helpful right now for my family. And I think if I would have just jumped on a plane and gone straight over, I wouldn't have been in a right state of mind. It would have been just a quick reaction. Whereas now I feel that sitting and processing it and organizing it properly, I'll be able to show up for them a lot stronger than I would have been going on my emotional decision. It's okay to not be okay and feel sad. And I just think if you've got a good support network, you've got friends, colleagues from work that you can reach out to, talk to all the time, because I think that it's okay. And you've got to give yourself permission to be able to grieve in your own way and organize things yourself. It's okay not to have to explain to anybody what you're doing when you're doing it. Just be you, look after yourself and do something for yourself. Keeping those small little habits going. Like I say, you may not be able to get out and do the things that you want to do, but have a look at what you can do for yourself now, and what you can control. I think is so important, because you're still achieving little wins, which makes you feel stronger. And, in times like this, it's not just the passing of a family member. It's also the work, your work situation, my exams, my podcasts, my family, my everything. All of this is still going on in the background. So it's really important to prioritize what you're doing and have some kind of little structure to it. Being away with work at the moment is probably quite challenging for me too, because I know that I have an exam to sit today, which has made me quite nervous. But I feel that showing up for myself is going to make me feel better than not coming at all. And if I can get this done today, which will be great, that's one thing that I don't need to stress about, and I can carry on moving forward. So it's okay not to be perfect. I am so imperfect at the moment, and I'm just all over the place with structure. But I just wanted to share with you that what's happening, and I wanted to reach out to those that are going through something that's really similar. And I just want to let you know that you're not alone. Things like this happen every day to day in people's lives, and set them back majorly. And you can feel so overwhelmed and feel like you're failing, and then you kind of give up on things. And if you've had previous if you had previous structure, or you're trying to get yourself into that sort of routine, should I say, that's okay. It will come back and you will reset. This situation I'm in now is probably going to take me 3, maybe 4 weeks to be able to reset into something that I was doing before, like back to my way. And I know that. I know it's going to take time, and I'm okay with that because I've put things in place. And look, every day is different. And when I get over to the UK, I may not even get time to train at all. And but that's okay because I'm okay with that. I've got other little structures in place because I feel at this time it's all about keeping your mind healthy and control. Like I said, controlling what you can. You're not alone. And you're definitely not failing. You're not failing at all. And it's okay to be messy and inconsistent. It's okay. My advice is to get up each day and do the best you can with what you've got, and creating those small little wins for yourself, because that will keep you strong through these difficult times. Showing up today might look different than yesterday, and that's okay. Today you may have a good day, tomorrow you might not. So it's a yo-yo effect, but it's okay. I just want to encourage anybody that's going through a similar situation to myself. Just take one small action for yourself today. Just keep going, keep showing up for yourself, keep going. And, if today is one of those heavy days for you, just stay grounded for yourself. Just do one thing that keeps you moving forward. You've got this. And I just feel that you've got this, and moving forward, you're going to be okay. You just got to get through these little blips in life. And myself, I'm going to get through this as well and come out the other end. And stay strong. And I will speak to you all in my next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Fit to Lead. I really do appreciate you being here and taking the time to listen. If you have enjoyed it, please share it with your friends, family, or anyone who might find it helpful. And don't forget, you can grab your free guide. The Busy Body Blueprint is packed with food ideas and practical tips to help you stay on top of your health, wellness, and mindset. To stay connected, follow me on Instagram at Fit to Lead Podcast, or head over to ozcastnetwork.com for more. Thanks again for listening, and remember, stay fit to lead.